Today, I want to tell you a little story about life of a real estate agent. Um, Bring you a little humor. Yesterday, we were out on a home inspection, and it was out of town quite a ways. So I rode out to the inspection with the inspector, and we arrived about 45 minutes early. And asked him if he wanted to wait or if he'd like to get started, and he said he'd just as soon get started. So, well, I walked up to the door, knocked on the door, rang the doorbell. No answer. Waited a couple minutes, knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, no answer again. So the key was next door. So I went next door, got the key, came back, knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, waited a minute, no answer. So I unlocked the door, poked my head in and say, hello. And I hear hello from the back of the room, from the back of the house. So I said, we're here for the home inspection. We're a little bit early. Can we get started? And no answer. So I wait a minute. And so, hello. And I hear, hello. And so I said, we're here for the home inspection. Can we start early? And no answer. So the inspector was behind me at the doorstep. I said, just hold on. There's somebody in the back that we need to, I need to see if we can get started or not. So I waited at the door at least 5 minutes. Nobody came to the door. So I go back in and I yell hello and no answer. So I gave it a minute and walked down the hallway and looking in each room and talking and asking the whole way and nobody there. So well, maybe they were downstairs. So I went around the corner through the kitchen, down the stairs, and talking the whole way, asking, and no answer. So I looked in every room in the basement, nobody there. I went back out and I said, well, I don't know if they went out the back door to the garage or where they went, but come on in and let's get started. So I went around the doorway into the kitchen. He went around the other way into the dining room. And the dining room had a dog gate to keep the dog out, and so I hadn't gone in that way. And he walked in the other way, and I hear him he's talking to the bird, and I said, "There's a bird in here." He says, "Yeah," and says, "Big bird in the cage is in there." And so I said, "Well, maybe that was what was talking back to me. I don't know." So he proceeded to do the home inspection, and about an hour later, the other agent showed up, and I was talking to him. I said, "Hey, by the way, do you know, does that bird talk?" And he says, "Yeah, it talks all the time." And so that bird was answering me back at the door, but we tried to get him to talk again. The whole inspection, every time we go by there, we tried to get him to talk. Never said a word. So finally, we were standing at the doorway getting ready to leave, and that thing started chattering like crazy. I don't know what he was saying, but I said, that's the sound I heard. So home inspections, showing properties, you never know what you're going to hit.